right, let's close this out. All right. So these are Italian subtitles, and I just want to say, Pope Francis, if you are watching this talk online right now, these are for you. I'm going to talk to these nice people for a minute, but I'll come right back to you. I find it interesting that the first thing we do when we come into the world is cry. It's almost as if our first need is to be heard. If you don't get heard, you don't get fed, you don't get held, and your backside doesn't get cleaned up. As adults, if we don't get heard, we don't die, we just stop living. We stop trusting in love, thinking they wouldn't really love us if they knew about that, right? Shame isn't actually the subject of my talk, but enough people have told me not to talk about what's coming that it's worth revisiting why we have to, because we just do. It's in our nature. When I was 16, I was confirmed in the Catholic Church. When I turned 17, I learned that I was intersex. This was confusing. Intersex people have some characteristics that don't fit typical notions of male or female. Frequently, our bodies have aspects of both sexes, whether that's in our external anatomy, our internal reproductive organs, our hormone levels, or our DNA. As a Catholic, I was left wondering, if I were open about being intersex, would I be allowed to be married? I hadn't seen anything saying no, but I also hadn't seen anything saying yes. Next, I wondered, if I were married, could my marriage be annulled by any future pronouncements on the rights of intersex people? Finally, there's a wide variety of differences of sex development. Maybe I would be allowed to be married, but would other intersex people be allowed to do the same? I carried these questions around with me for more than a decade, and during that time I haven't really been at peace about it. Every time I went to talk to a priest or a bishop or an ethicist, the answer always seemed to be, go talk to somebody else. So tonight we're going to talk to somebody else. This is the Pope's Twitter handle, and if you have any interest in this topic, please tweet at him and tell him that it'd be great if he could watch this talk. The Pope also recently gave a TED Talk in Italian, so I learned Italian thinking that was the best language to reach him in. I'll talk to him in a moment, and you all will have English subtitles. And I just want to say that this is not a joke. I'm not pranking the Pope, so here we go. Papa Francesco, la mia gente sta soffrendo. Siamo persone i cui corpi non rientrano nelle comuni definizioni di maschio e femmina. Spesso ci troviamo nel mezzo. Molti di noi vengono discriminati o devono sottoporsi a dolorosi interventi chirurgici. Alcuni di noi vengono uccisi durante l'infanzia. Potremmo chiederci se abbiamo il diritto di sposarci in chiesa. Ci chiediamo se dovremmo raccontare le nostre storie. Papa Francesco, so che lei conosce la storia in cui Gesù sfama 5.000 persone con solo 5 pagnotte e 2 pesci. Ma è mai possibile che nessuna di quelle persone aveva portato niente da mangiare? Di certo, non sembrerebbe tipico di alcune madri ebree di mia conoscenza. Forse il cibo era già lì, ma nessuno voleva condividerlo con gli altri. Forse il miracolo era condividere ciò che hai, anche in caso di esigenze impellenti, in modo che poi anche gli altri inizino a fare lo stesso. Molte persone mi hanno detto che non avrei dovuto dire niente. A quest'ora mi sarei già sposata in chiesa senza che nessuno sapesse che io sono intersessuale. Perché dirlo? Perché? Quando una persona inizia a essere ciò che è, gli altri iniziano a fare la stessa cosa. Noi apprezziamo ciò che abbiamo, invece di tentare di nasconderlo agli altri. Papa Francesco, non le chiedo nient'altro al di fuori di ciò che mi ha già dato, se mi sta ascoltando. Tutto ciò che volevo era essere ascoltata. Grazie.